How are we going to get up there? Because I'm not going up those stairs.
Car down there. Yeah, that's a good point. Piggyback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matty.
Yeah, Matty, can you give us a piggyback up top? Maybe we should like reassess some of our content strategies. Like, because what I'm wondering is if we actually start treating each piece of long form content like a project. So you get so for example, maybe you get day one of Nissi. Okay, day one of Nissi is a project, and your project is to go through, or as an example, and just find every single possible rant that is within there to cut out, and then you don't move on to other rants until you've got that piece of content that completely filtered.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, cleaned out.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Are we doing that right now?
No.
I think I'm finally getting to the crux of how we can be a lot more effective and efficient with the production of content. He said, I don't want shitty talks and misunderstandings. Who has shitty talks?
So I was like, yeah, Kerwin didn't like us changing things
without communicating to Lou.
Yeah, which is fair enough. Yeah. But then
it's not that I didn't like you changing things.
Yeah.
And that's where, you see, this is a really good lesson for you. You've created a fear for him, not around communication, but around change.
Yeah.
Because you can hear the fear around change.
Yeah.
And it's, we've got to reassociate that. It's not around change, it's around communication. Exactly. Don't fear change, just fear not communicating it. Exactly. There's a difference. Thank you.
Morning.
Good morning.
Love the shirt, by the way.
Aussie strength. Represent. Is there a coffee joint around here? Excuse me, do you know where you can get a coffee around here? Is it very far?
Yeah.
It's far?
No.
I'm going the wrong direction.
You are.
But I will see you shortly. Almond mocha. Oh, what a great little joint. It's good to be down in Santa Monica.
I know, it feels different.
Yeah, it feels totally different.
Do you know what we're doing today?
Kinda. Wise Guys and Superheroes, it's called.
Did you always have an activity day for the international?
Yeah. I remember the first year in Queenstown, it was snowboarding.
Oh.
Yeah, I almost busted myself up.
Are you a good snowboarder?
Yeah, I'm actually pretty good. But you wouldn't think so, considering the amount of things you've heard of me cleaning myself up and busting ribs. But yeah, no, I'm actually not bad. Morning. How are we?
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
All right, you want a megaphone, that's dangerous.
No.
Our team is getting set up at the parks all around Santa Monica.
Yeah, right. Oh, geez. What about a warm-up? Yeah. This is how people injure themselves. Oh, all right, then let me show you. I aim to win this.
Being chunky.
Oh,
man, I don't know. You were like a. How do you compare yourself? Have you the after and before, like in Vancouver?
Oh, I've seen videos before and after. Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
changed in 12 months. No?
Yeah.
Literally.
Train hard, eat well.
Yeah, train hard. That's the key, isn't it?
Oh, mate, 80% of it is nutrition.
Is it?
Because I only train 3 days, maybe 4 max, and
How long? 2 hours, 3 hours?
nah, maybe an hour.
Oh, really?
Yeah, hour 20.
So say 80% diet,
80%. Yeah. And it's hard. Like for me, like I put weight on easily, but it's hard because you have to eat a lot. When you're intermittent fasting, it actually starts to balance out your hormone profile and makes your hormone production stronger.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Absolutely.
Maybe you are like me. Like we want to see results fast.
Yeah.
How do you, maybe because
calisthenics and food. Calisthenics and food. The best piece of advice I ever got was you can't train your way out of a bad diet.
Food, man.
Food.
Because it's like the first video is you and you're like a bit fucking heavier and you're like a bit more lethargic walking around on stage and then the next one you're like, yeah, do it, sort of thing, and you're like, who is this guy? Like,
that's a really good
I
point.
always think, what Kerwin would think, seeing him in this video that you have, still when you are in
the fat.
Yeah. How it makes you feel like proud or don't show that one because I'm not.
It's good. It's good because it keeps you. Because the reason people fall off the wagon is they forget what it looked like.
Yeah.
You know, and so for me, it's constantly in my face.
Yeah. Do you remember the first day that you said, "And I want to change my body"?
Do I remember the first day?
Yeah. What was the like?
That's a good question. Yeah,
like
there was a.
Stand there in front of the mirror and say, "Belly."
I think there was multiple. There was multiple of those events. Like they just kept happening, and they just became more frequent.
Then you act on it.
And then it was in January of what are we now? 2018, 2017, 2016. So it was January of 2016. I'd been in Maui, and I was back into my training again, but I was injured as hell, but I was still quite fat, and I was training, but I was still quite fat, and I just remember thinking, yeah, something's got to change. And I'd been fasting every year, and that was like in January 2016, that's when I switched to intermittent fasting.
Yeah.
And I literally went on, okay, I'm going to try and train, but I was injured that whole year, so I could barely train. And then it was 2017, and I said, okay, this is the year of the body. Like I literally intentionally, like this year of the body.
No more excuses.
But it was the repair. This year is the year of build. Last year was the year of repair. So I got I had surgeries on a couple of joints. And then this year I was like, right, I want to build. But I was like, okay, what's the most efficient, effective, functional form of training I can do that's not going to leave me? Because I was always injured. Yeah. Like whenever I did power, whenever I did bodybuilding, and for me, there's nothing else needed. Intermittent fasting, calisthenics.
You look like a massive... Well, no, you don't even look like a lifter because you trim and everything. Like,
yeah, right. But to give you full context, the reason I've been able to put on this kind of weight in this period of time is when I was from the age of 14 to like 19, I was bodybuilding and powerlifting.
All right.
And so like between 15 and 19, I was a competitive bodybuilder. Like I won like national titles. So I was actually quite a big guy. I held powerlifting titles, and then it was in my mid-20s that I stopped training, and I kind of just went in decline from my mid-20s onwards. So I've got a lot of muscle memory. So then when I train now, the old muscle, the cells are still there. They're just remembering.
That's part of your makeup, really.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We are always in this trap of saying, I would never have this body as Kerwin has it because that's not my natural body, or it's always excuses, and you start trying, and 1 week, 2 weeks, and nothing happens, and you see the motivation comes up.
Yeah.
And
it's like everything about it's a journey.
It's that short-term perspective.
Yeah.
It's got to be long. You've got to be thinking long. You know.
It's like a business as well.
Yeah.
Like
it is.
Fucking your body is your business. Fucking treat it as a business. Actually, what you're saying is you plan.
It's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. Like I'm not just eating well now and then. I'm intermittent fasting every day, like at least 28 days out of 30 days. Conservatively, I'm intermittent fasting. You know, so I stick to it. I train. You know, I do you just do what are the fundamentals that you know if you do them consistently. As a natural consequence, it'll produce the result that you want. You know, nutrition, training. Hey mate, how are you?
Good. Are we going to get some GTV on?
We sure will.
The main man is the Kerwin Ray.
G-man. How are you, buddy?
Good, mate. And mate, I've just got to say, we have had an absolutely incredible weekend, and I've got to thank you. The stuff that you're producing, KDAY, Social Experiment, can't wait to get into the podcast. You are making an enormous impact on my team in the Philippines.
Thank you, mate. I appreciate that.
It really is just incredible.
Thank you,
and
guys.
if you've got a message for the guys in the Philippines, you know, I'd love to, you know, if you can just mention a couple of things about this weekend and what we're doing here.
Look, I think the best piece of advice I could give the team in the Philippines is don't eat yellow snow, first and foremost. But you probably don't have that issue over there in the Philippines. But yeah, I think the theme of this weekend was really around resilience. Like if you look at the speakers we had, you know, we had Janine Shepherd, who was a world-class Olympic skier who was hit by a truck, you know, spent 9 months in bed, paralysed. 12 months later, she's flying a plane. You know, then a few years later, she's got 3 kids, and you know, this is a lady who's really learned how to turn her life around and push through. You look at David Goggins, you know, he completed the Navy SEALs Hell Week training like 3 times, you know, and he's the 36th Black American in the history of the US Navy to actually be accepted in the Navy SEALs, and through sheer, you know, grit and resilience. So I think the real takeaway from this weekend is the importance of resilience and grit. You know, knowing how to push your own potential and understanding the value in that, and understanding the value in the discomfort that's going to come when you do push your limits. You know, and I think that's really important for you guys to remember, because I know you know this, you've had your lessons, and we've all had our lessons where things have gotten tough and they've been tough. But ultimately, as a result of what is tough, that creates a level of resistance that produces strength. You know, and ultimately, in order for us to become better, it's not about hoping that there was less problems in our lives. It's learning how to become stronger so that we become better at dealing with them. And you know, when you've got G-Man on your side here, you know, feeding you the information that's required, giving the challenge that's required. Please understand, challenge is the key to growth. Challenge is the key to unleashing your potential. And the more challenge you have put on you, either through your job, your role, your family, or the community around you, ultimately, the stronger you're going to become. But remember, as long as you use the tools that enable you to sustain that growth, you know, at a much more sustainable rate.
Love it. Thanks, buddy.
You got it, pal.
Really appreciate it.
Anytime.
Thanks, mate.
These are the best homeless guys ever.
So I looked over, saw you chatting up the homeless. I was like, that's just awesome.
You know what though? They're normal people.
Yeah.
So normal. You're all homeless, and they went, yeah, we just don't want to be in the real world. I've been there, didn't like it, we're here.
Is that what they said?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
This guy here, both his parents were blind and couldn't hear.
Yeah, wow.
He said, I had a really terrible childhood, and I've decided that I was never bringing a child into this world.
Yeah, right.
And here he is, 50.
Wow.
On the street. But they're really nice guys. Really nice. They weren't rude. They were just really nice.
You're such a good soul.
I'm catching up with them after.
Oh, yeah. First of all, guys, I want to all congratulate you for coming, considering you have no idea what you've got yourselves into. I would also like to make an announcement. Yesterday evening, one of our most incredible K2 elites, Monica Brewer, who's been with us now for about 4.5 years, who's actually been my client now for almost 10 years, she passed away. So today, we are dedicating this to Monica. And the winners of today will actually win the inaugural St. Monica Award. Monica was someone in this community who gave. Her heart was bigger than almost anyone I've known. She was actually one of those people, for those of you who don't know, her house was actually known as Hotel K2. Because so many K2s stayed with her, even when she wasn't there. It's almost like it was Mon B&B. She was just so generous with her time, but also her home, and she opened her doors to many over the years. You cannot be on the same team as your partner or your wife or your husband. I have to suspend myself because I know a little bit more, so I'm going to let you guys really play it out. All right, you come here. All right, you two sit there, okay? So you make a perfect square. Don't think outside of this. Let's do some mobility. Shit, we're always in here taking the piss, so we should have been stretching. I'm ready. Does anyone need to pee?
No.
Not yet. Do I make the run?
Yeah, go.
Please don't run into traffic. If you die in the game, you die in real life. And pick your fastest runner.
Kerwin.
Okay, someone hold this.
You ready for this, Kerwin?
Oh, yeah.
So going for the flash forward and not getting it is a bit of a penalty.
Where's the flash forward?
And there is only one. I'm going to tell you runners where the flash forward is. On your mark. Get set. Go.
Did you like it? Oh no.
Blown a hammy.
Sorry, guys. I'm out. Hammy. Never blown a hammy.
Get one.
Just give me a sec. First one. Oh man, hamstring. I felt it pop, but then I just kept trying to run for another 10 and then...
Have you done it before?
No, never.
No.
Never had a hammy injury.
Thanks, Kel.
Go guys.
Thank you.
Ooh, love you. Sorry. Win this for me, guys.
But you injured yourself.
I don't. That was my old story. I haven't been injured in fucking a while. Your story, not mine. I'm never injured.
You just running too hard?
Oh, I just lack of warm-up, running too hard. Yeah. I touched my toes to warm up. Who else did that, Hammy? You did? Oh, sit down, buddy. Sit down in the hospital over here. What a beautiful day. Beautiful day to lie down by the beach.
Yeah. Fellas.
Anything for attention.
My heart goes out to you.
Thank you.
I mean it, all kidding aside.
Yeah, it's all good.
You're Kerwin, is that right?
I am.
You're the reason for the season?
I am. The race was from there down to here to grab your clue, or if you wanted to fast forward, you had to run that way. Yeah. And I just put on the accelerator to come up, and then it just went pop. I was like, oh, it's a tear. Definitely a tear. Oh, the food truck's here. What time's lunch?
How are we going to get up there? Because I'm not going up those stairs.
Car down there. Yeah, that's a good point. Piggyback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matty.
Yeah, Matty, can you give us a piggyback up top? let's get like a pimpin' Uber.
Stay with you all the way.
Okay.
You right?
Yeah. Made him work for it.
Yeah, of course.
What's good, Kerwin?
Nothing. I'm fine. Nothing's wrong with me at all. I like to walk like this. It's not a bad idea. Hey everybody, welcome to episode 42 of the Hey Kerwin Show.
Relationships, anxiety.
Hey mate. The race is on. The race is on. I told you, we're in the middle of the amazing race. The K2, the Hey Kerwin Amazing Race Edition. Oh, did I have my nipples out? Did I have my nipples out?
But I was Googling Kerwin and I was like, he's got a lot of energy. Definitely.
He's over the top, that boy.
Oh yeah. Do you work with him or
Yeah.
you work with him?
Yeah, he's, oh man,
He's your boss.
Yeah, he's like hard to deal with, man, let me tell you.
Yeah.
He's very hard to deal with. What's your name?
I'm Liz.
Liz? I'm Kerwin.
Hey Kerwin. Are you him?
Yeah.
Oh.
That could have gone anyway. That could have gone. I'm so sorry, guys.
Are you okay?
Oh, I'm fine. I just can't walk. Yeah, that's the one. What's that one on?
That's 5'6".
5'6". I'm mobile again. We can rebuild him. Just kidding. 2, 3.
The wrap up to what has been the international for 2018.
I just want to thank you so much for your time, making the effort to come all this way. Like every speaker that's come here has basically said to me, oh, is this your US contingent? And I've said, no, these are the Australian contingents. And they're amazed the fact that we would travel this far for this long to do what it is that we do. So I want to thank each and every one of you for your time. I want to thank you for your trust, but more importantly, I want to thank you for your application and your dedication to what it is that we do and the family that we are and what we've become and what we continue to become. And you know, this to me is the new benchmark for the events, especially the international, and from here we just want to make them even better and better and better, and with your help, you know, nothing's going to stop us. But apart from that, please travel safe, family first, and until next time, say hi to your mum for me. Have you seen the photo of him carrying me? It looks like I'm choking him out. Dan, honestly, I have so much respect for you, man. Like, seriously, for taking care of me the way that you did. That's right. I'm so grateful.
Man, I wouldn't let anyone know.
I didn't, because I hit the floor and I was like, I don't know how the fuck I'm going to get back. And then Dan's like, yeah, mate, I'll take you.
What you do is amazing, like, you know, for what you put in to everybody, that like they just get so much out of it.
Thank you, man. Hello, gorgeous. Mwah.
I just want to say, like, a huge heart, like the biggest thank you, and not even for business, but just like how much I've changed as a person the last 6 months. And you know, I thought maybe I was the only one noticing it, but it is so much wider than that now. Like my partner, my team, like everyone, and I just like you're so inspiring to me just as a person. And whenever the day I have children, you are, and I'm a female, but you are who I inspire to be for the kids. And I'm grateful to learn all that stuff now, you know, like I see so many parents and like the way my dad acted, I'm like, fuck, if he only knew what you speak about and the dad that you are, like that would
thank you. That means
be a
the world.
completely different world for me, do you know what I mean? So yeah, I just want to
thank you so much.
Thank you.
No, you're welcome.
Thank you.
You got it, darling. See you soon.
You've helped me to help me save my life.
I love you, man.
Me too, and
I love you, brother.
I've fucking had such a change. I'd say a conversation with friends in England gone, look at you.
Yeah, right.
After 30 odd years of friendship, the best conversations with everybody I talk to. So I realised you helped me, for me to save my life.
I love it, man. I'm here for you, brother.
Thank you.
Where's your plate?
All I wanted was sunscreen.
Hey man, thank you so much again, brother.
You got it, man. Anytime.
I don't know, I wouldn't have done it without you. Mate, honestly, like I don't know what to say to you, but we remember when I started?
Yeah, I do.
Messed up, one club, fucking going nowhere.
Look at where you are now, bro.
Crazy.
You are crushing it, man.
So many people ask, how do you do it, how do you do it? And I said, mate, whatever that guy says, he says jump, you just say how high.
You're a brilliant student, mate. And you're a shining example of a leader.
You've changed my world, so.
Thank you, brother.
Again.
Because right now we've got the same scenario. We've been looking to do merch for the last 9 months, and we've been getting designs and like it was 2 weeks ago. I was like, you know what, we're going to shelve this because even if we have it done, the ROI is not going to make it worth the amount of time and resources that we're deploying on it. You know, I'd rather push out an extra, 20 videos a month or 20 Instagram posts a month than actually, have merch right now because, timing, mate, timing.
Whatever he says, he was just asking me, how'd you do it so fast, Scotty? I just said, whatever he says, I just do it.
There you go.
Be involved in a podcast.
Welcome to LA.